Hey guys, I'm Ben Weeks Bonanza pilot, and I'm going to Oshkosh 2025, and you should too. Roll the intro. Da 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 da. Intro. Da 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 da. Okay. What? Planning to do kind of a little Ben Weeks Bonanza pilot to Oshkosh adventure. We are leaving from Gimlin Airport. That's where I'm filming this right now. 18MO Mike Oscar is the airport identifier. It's a private airstrip, but I have permission from the landowners to land here. So you can see behind me all of this kind of property here belongs to the owners, Ryan and Kevin. You'll meet them probably on the channel before Oshkosh for sure. There'll be some channel content with them in it. But they have very graciously offered to allow you guys, if you want, to fly in up here to Gimlin. That would be, we would be leaving the morning of the 25th. That's Friday, July 25th, and we will be flying up that day. We will be staying that night, Friday night and Saturday night, and then departing Sunday morning. Although you guys can stay or depart as long as you want. There's no rules here, guys. You don't have to do it. You can camp overnight, so that would be like if you came in Thursday, you can camp Thursday night. We'll leave Friday morning. I will have some breakfast here. If anybody does decide to do this, go this route, I will be not camping here because I live 15 minutes away. So I can have some breakfast ready for you guys while you're packing your gear up, and then we're out of here. Okay. So one of the limitations is going to be my airplane has stock fuel tanks. So I've got 34 gallons usable, 20 in each tank with 3 gallons unusable per side. So I'm limited to about 2.5 to 2.8 hours of flight time VFR, and I'm not running tanks dry on the way up there. I'm not that dedicated. So the route I have planned is going to give us about 2-hour legs. It's 4 hours up there, so that's 2 hours. And then 2 hours to we're doing 2 stops because I like to stage right before the Fisk arrival. We're going to stop at KDLL, Kilo Delta Lima Lima, Dardanelle there. That's not going to be the cheapest gas. I'm a real cheapskate, so if we find something that has better gas, or if you guys have any suggestions, let me know. But the current plan is to fly from 18 Mike Oscar to Kilo Echo Oscar Kilo. That is Keokuk Municipal Airport. And then from there, we are going to Dardanelle, Kilo Delta Lima Lima, and then we will be flying the Oshkosh arrival. The Fisk arrival is the plan. So last year, what was difficult about the arrival for us is that we were actually kind of limited. There was an air show going on in the afternoon. We were actually some of the last airplanes to fly in before the air show. This time, it looks like there is no air show scheduled for Friday. So that's going to give us, if we have more airplanes, I don't know if anybody will show up, but if they do, we have a lot of airplanes. It's going to give us a lot of flexibility if we get slowed down. So I can't imagine how we're going to fuel up like 6 to 7 airplanes and not take an hour per stop. So the goal is to be leaving out of here by 6 a.m. At the latest, maybe a little bit later than 6. Yes, there is no fuel at Gimlin, so you will want to top off at probably PLK if you're coming from the south, or you're going to want to fuel up maybe at Ava if you're coming from the east, or probably Springfield downtown if you're coming from, or Aurora or something if you're coming from the west/north. So look at the area around 18MO. You'll see that there's some alternate airports that are going to have fuel. You guys can top off. That way when we come here, we're all just ready to go. If you got car gas, you can use my gas can. I like to use auto fuel, so actually I wouldn't mind spending all of Thursday running gas for you guys if you want to get, if you want to top off with some cheap car gas. Get that $3.50 a gallon premium. Let's see, what else? We're gonna try to bring some spare parts. So if you guys have spare starters, spare magnetos, what else? Fuel pumps, things like that. If you have a spare carburetor floating around, bring that stuff. We are planning, if we have enough airplanes, I'm gonna plan to have like a parts airplane that we're gonna fly up, and anything that breaks down along the way, we will hopefully have maybe some spare tires, things like that. We can change all of that in flight. That is the beauty of flying with Ben Week's Bonanza Pilot. No Bonanza left behind. Oh, if you guys have any ideas, so we're flying a loose formation. You are gonna need to be able to safely fly at slow flight. So the arrival, I think they want you at a minimum of, I think 90 miles an hour, 80 knots, somewhere around there. I'll have to recheck the procedure. We can edit in what the actual number is, but you need to be comfortable flying slow flight as we are doing the Fisk arrival. Also, if you guys have any ideas, so I've never done more than 4 airplanes at once. We got there just fine to Oshkosh last year, and then we had some breakdowns on the way back. So if there's any thoughts about, do we need a buddy system to where if one airplane has a mechanical issue, do we stop the whole convoy, or do we stop with the parts airplane, try to fix it and send everybody else on their way? I don't really know what we still got some time to plan that out. So I encourage all of your guys' feedback. You guys have done a lot more of these trips than I have. This is only my second one. So give me any information, things I may be missing, stuff like that. We will have time that if I need to do an update video a week or so before, we can do that. Weather planning, I mean, we're at the mercy of weather, so I can't control the weather. So you enter the, I can't control the weather, Jackie, from that 70s show. Get a little clip in there.
I'm cold too.
Well, damn, Jackie, I can't control the weather.
I can't control the weather, so if the weather like too bad, we might just do our little Oshkosh right here at Gimlin. Other thing I was going to talk about, if you wanted to not fly all the way, like say going down to Missouri is way out of your way, but you wanted to meet us at Dardanelle, if you guys all just wanted to do the flight into Dardanelle, that is perfectly fine. Or wherever, it may not be Dardanelle, that may change a little bit, but the goal is to have a staging area within 30 minutes of Oshkosh where we can all regroup, use the bathroom, make sure we're good on gas, and then fly that final arrival. I'm perfectly happy to pick up more airplanes as we go along. Oh yeah, I didn't end it. Okay, so we're going to be in vintage parking. The other thing I should have specified, we're trying to do Bonanzas, like E-Series Bonanzas to Oshkosh. If you don't have an E-Series Bonanza, I am not airplane racist. So if you want to fly up, the only thing is we're going to fly at the speed of the slowest airplane. Don't bring a Champ, and we're not flying 90 miles an hour all the way there. So if you've got a Mooney, you've got something faster that can fly faster than the E-Series Bonanzas. They're not that fast. We're flight planning around 130 knots, roughly indicated airspeed. We may have more or less being on tailwind, stuff like that, but we can slow down. Like, you need to be able to go a minimum of 130 knots, but you guys are welcome to come. I am not trying to be all, I've got friends that fly other airplanes and I would be happy for them to come along. It's about the people, it's not about the airplanes. Let's not be airplane racist. So we go into vintage category. So if you have an airplane that isn't considered vintage, I forget what the requirements are. It's on the Oshkosh website. All of these E-Series, actually all the E-Series Bonanzas are going to classify as vintage. Maybe some of the other airplanes wouldn't. So you can park elsewhere. They can land us all at once and then they can park elsewhere, whatever. I'm also going to have to check and make sure that if we're bringing in like 7 or 8 airplanes, or shoot, we're into double digits, I need to make sure I don't need to like call ahead and tell them that that might be considered a mass arrival. I don't know. I'm not going to get so cocky as to think I could get enough airplanes together that we could do a mass arrival to Oshkosh yet, but give it time. So, and if you don't have a chance to fly with us, by all means, I'll be parked over in the vintage parking area. It's like the best seats in the house. Come chill out with us. I'll have grape soda. That's the thing I always bring, is grape soda. Is my favorite thing. So if you want to come have a nice ice cold grape soda, come say hi. I would be offended if you didn't. And I can't wait to see all you guys at Oshkosh. Let's make this a legendary year. So I can come forward more. I can go backwards more.
Yeah, I like you forward a little more.
Okay. So here.
That's good.
Where did the shadows go? Dadgummit. Roll the intro. Da 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 da. Intro. Da 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 da. Okay. What was this?